So today we are looking at the Gnoppix Linux 24.10. So this is the latest ISO file of the Gnoppix Linux. Here you can see it's based on Debian Linux in the left side corner, Debian 12. So Debian 12 is codenamed as a bookworm. So in the boot menu you have languages, which is German and English. German is because the country of origin of Gnoppix Linux is from the Germany. And right now we are choosing the XFCE desktop environment. So I'm going to choose the live AMD 64 English, and there are some advanced options, and you should be hearing some beep noise. Let me show you that. And here are all the options, and when we go back you should be seeing a beep sound. So here we have the options. So I'm going to boot it in the live boot. Right now I'm running it on the virtual machine, which is a VMware with 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. And also there is no release notes or anything or any information right now, but we are going to find out in the official website whether there is any information or not. Because the ISO files, when you try to download, it will directly take you to the source code website. So there is no release notes right now. But if I find any information, I'm going to provide it in the description, so you don't need to worry about anything. In the virtual machine, the user experience different when compared to the bare metal, because in the bare metal the user experience and also the resource consumption like a CPU and RAM will be a bit different, because it will be consuming lesser resources when compared to the virtual machines. And some distros will act like weird because there will be some minor hiccups here and there sometimes. Not every distro, but there are some distros which will do this type of things in the virtual machine, which is specifically in the VMware, but it's going to be playing, or it's going to be working a bit better. But in the bare metal, it's going to be running properly without issues. Sometimes there will be some issues, so that's the reason it's always do your own research and try it on your own like 1 or 2 days, and if you're satisfied then go with the installation. And do your own. Don't blindly go with random Linux distributions, or don't blindly go with someone's video. If I'm even saying try that Linux distros, try it on your own. Don't blindly trust on anyone, even if it's me. Always do your own research. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation. And also try to see whether the Linux distro is popular or not. Because if it's popular, then if you find any bugs, if you encountered any issues, anything like that, so if you ask in forums, there are a lot of people who can help you. So if you find, or if you download the random distributions, even the people who are ready to help can't help you because they don't know what Linux distro is you are using. So it's always a better option to go with the well-known distributions instead of unknown or random distributions. If you want to try it, you can try it in the virtual machines, but never go install it on the main PC or work PC, because sometimes the privacy issues, sometimes even if you have like any issues, a lot of people want to help you but they can't because of that random distribution if it's independent. So it's better to go with the well-known distributions and do your own research. Don't blindly watch someone's video and try to install any random distributions. So that's a small tip from my channel every time. So here is our desktop layout. So we basically have the Debian wallpaper. So I thought there will be some changes, but it clearly gave up like a wallpaper, and also the application menu is completely the Debian logo. So I have a lot of Gnoppix Linux videos in my channel, so if you want to check that out, you can check it out. So it's the XFCE desktop environment. So let me change the display settings first, and we can go and try it, all these things like a downloading process, release notes, and anything like that. So my monitor is like a 1920 into 1080. With the 60 Hz. I'm going to keep this configuration, and let's check all the information. So there is like a minor like a lag, maybe because of the virtual machine or something like that, but it should be working fine. So it's better to try it on your own. So let's go to the system. Let's open the task manager to see how much of resources it's consuming. So it's going to take a few seconds. And here we have the task manager, and here are all the processes running as soon as you boot up. So I didn't open any of the applications or anything like that. I just display setting, and CPU is under like a 30-40%. I don't know what's going on. Here is some issues, like it's consuming again like a 50%. In the beginning it was just like a 5-10%. Usually the XFCE desktop environment doesn't consume that much of resources, But in this case, there is like a 1.5 GB of RAM and CPU is almost 40%. And there is like a pop-up like keep your files safe by backing up regularly. So I'm not going to do that right now. So these are all the resources. As soon as you boot up, you should be seeing this all the resources with the 1.5 GB and the CPU. So it will be a bit different on the bare metal. I already mentioned that the resources will be a bit lesser. So it will be kind of like a 1.1 GB or 900 MB like that. And CPU also will be pretty much stable. So I'm going to keep the task manager in the right side corner throughout the video. So you can judge on your own. You don't need to listen to my overview. You can judge on your own by seeing resources and applications, all those things. The task manager is like a 1.5.5 version. So this is the latest version, which is 24.10. So let me open the browser. So you get the Firefox ESR browser. I don't know what version you get. So the latest stable version of the Firefox is 131, which is available in the official website. There should be beta version also like a 132. If you want any release notes about that specific version, you can check it out in the Firefox web browser official website. So I think we should be getting like a 115 or maybe 128. So let's check the browser. Let's go to the kernels and all those things. So let's make it bigger. So here we can see the browser. So let's check the version of the browser. So about the Firefox. So you get the 115.15.0 ESR version. So when I tried to type in here, so the keyboard is not working. So we already have issues. So in order to fix this issue, you just need to restart the virtual machines. So here is how the resources are consuming. And also I went out because I got the package. So that's the reason. So the keyboard is not working right now. So I need to restart the Linux distro. So we can run the, so let's first shut it down. And the keyboard should be working. But if it's not working, I'm going to mention it and you can try it on your own if you want. So let it shut down. So you can restart it, but in the virtual machines, it's not going to properly restart. So I'm going to clearly shut it down and I'm going to launch it again. So I'm running it on the VMware, which I already mentioned. So it's going to take a few seconds and we are going to come back and let's decide all those things.